friends, coming to you from my backyard this afternoon. I thought I would share with you a cute little patriotic centerpiece or little decor thing that I come up with. My house is such a dark dungeon inside. A lot of times I just thought it would be a lot more colorful to bring it on outside. But just let me give you a little shot of our backyard here. We've got a big party planned this weekend. My whole nest will be full. Kids, grandkids, the whole gang. So really looking forward to that. And I wanted to make something cute. And I have three of these wrought iron tables out here by the pool. So I was at the Dollar Tree and come up with this. Now it could cost you up to $5 to make one. It just all depends on what you have in your stash as to how much it would really cost you. I picked up one of these foam rings at the Dollar Tree. It is a 7.9 inch. It's almost 8 inches in diameter. I picked up this blue lei. Now they have different leis at the Dollar Tree. Some are pretty sparingly. I just happened to find this one that was just full of blooms, and I counted them and there's actually 72 blooms on there. Now if you can't find one of these blue leis, you could always use squares of fabric or squares of tissue. I measured these blooms and they're about 4 by 4, so if you cut fabric or tissue into 4 by 4 pieces, you would get just about the same effect that we're going to do with this project. Top of my little centerpiece is going to have a little candle. You could certainly use a mason jar. That would even cut the cost even more. I'm going to actually put a red candle in mine. You know, there's all kinds of different things. You could put sand, you know, shells, or whatever you'd want to do to make it more summer themed. And also, this was already in my stash, garland that you can pick up just about anywhere, and it's $1 too. So the main thing is we're going to try not to disturb this cellophane that is wrapped on the foam wreath. The reason being is that after I get my foam covered with the blue blooms, this is going to be like the stage for my globe to sit on. Now if I find that once I start attaching flowers and I see that this is just not sturdy enough to support that, you may have to get like a tuna can or something like that. These are water chestnuts, just one of those small cans, and put in the center to support your globe. I'm going to cut this lei apart and get all my blooms ready. It's going to take a pencil, use it as a guide, put the bloom over the pencil and just hot glue it into place. And my goal is to cover up this green form. As you see, I've just got handfuls of these blue blooms, just like that. Okay, I'm just checking in with you. I got the sides done, and I went ahead and counted how many blooms I had left. I actually had 38 out of 72 left. So it is going to take right at half to do the sides, and I'm guessing about almost as much to do that. So it would probably be worth it to consider, if you do find these exact leis, to buy one per centerpiece. I thought maybe these would go a little further, but they're not. I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same process and fill in the top. Okay, now that I have, you know, my sides and I got the top ring done, I still have the inner sides to do. So now that I've got a little more space, I'm going to go ahead and set my globe on the top, and then that way I can pull these blooms away, and I could actually, since I think this is going to work, just, you know, because hot glue will peel off a glass, put a little hot glue on the bottom of my globe and hot glue it to that cellophane. So now I need to do the inside of the top just to kind of fill in where any green is showing. I thought I'd just go ahead and show you what I'm going to do with the wire garland. Now just so you know, it took me about 60 blooms to do this, 60 petals. So just make sure if you use fabric or tissue that you have at least 60 squares if you've got that same size wreath. Now on this wire garland, I'm just wrapping around my pencil and making it kind of squiggly curly cute. And I'm just going to take it and find a little spot and stick it in the styrofoam somewhere. I've got about 8 or so little pieces of garland. So when I get back with you, then I'll show you my finished centerpiece. All right, friends, here is my patriotic centerpiece. Love the way it turned out. You know, now that I've had it finished and think about what I did, you know, I really think a mason jar would have looked even better with this project, and it would have stood up a little taller. But then when I look at the blooms, I mean, I was using, you know, loose petals. The way it looks, if you came across a couple bushes of some inexpensive whole flowers, you could just hot glue those flowers all around that styrofoam ring. You know, I got to thinking you could adapt this for any season. You could use sunflowers all the way around it and put like a pumpkin candle in the center and tie some raffia around the jar. You could do poinsettias for the Christmas time. So I just love this inexpensive idea, and I hope you do too. So take this idea and it inspires you in some way. Bye-bye.